A town called Nineveh was doing real sick, giving God his props, making money so thick. But after a while, it put God on a shelf, ignored his commands, and just worshipped itself. That didn't please God, and I'm sure that you know it. When you're full of yourself, you usually blow it. Out of sync with God, the city was grieving. So sick in its sins, it just stopped believing. So God called his boy Jonah to come save the day. Tell Nineveh the score. Tell them what to say. The days were at an end. God's grace was spent. The town would soon burn if it didn't repent. So God laid out a plan, but it just didn't matter. Jonah didn't listen. He was mad as a hatter. He thought, I really hate that the city be ailin, but it just ain't my deal. So instead, he went sailing. Yeah, go work on his tan. He went sailing to Tarshish. Out on the sea, Jonah was chilling. He was just relaxing and being a villain. He was out in the sun, meeting the honeys, soaking up rays and reading the funnies. When God sent a storm, quickly abounding, the wind started howling and the waves started pounding. And even those sailors are strong and prepared, but not for something like this, and my boys got scared. The captain said, sailors, well, you better take note. We got to lighten our load if we want to stay afloat. Then the captain said to Jonah, what you going to throw in the sea? Jonah said, nothing's going to help till you finally pitch me. So the boys started freaking and running around and throwing over everything that wasn't nailed down. Well, our boy Jonah, he didn't say nothing. He was keeping chilled like an Egg McMuffin. When finally the crew knew nothing would help, they threw over Jonah to sleep with the kelp. Jonah hit the water. It was cold as a beast. He had shivering skin and chattering teeth. Then the sea got calm, and Jonah looked at his boaties, but he was okay because he was wearing his floaties. God had the situation under control. A whale hit the surface and it swallowed him whole. The space was stinky and tight like a cave, wet, nasty, and cold. It felt like a grave, like Pinocchio without Geppetto. He was lost in the whale. It was worse than the ghetto. So Jonah called God, Lord, my life you be saving. Get me out of this fish and I'll be behaving. I promise you, Lord, that I won't ask no question if you just get me out of this fish's digestion. I'll go to Nineveh. I'll be the best speaker they heard. I'll tell them the truth. And God said, Word. Then what transpired? Sounds like a movie, but I'm telling you, friends, it was really quite groovy. Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing back groovy. At first, the fish thought that Jonah was yummy, but at the Lord's command, he upset its tummy. So the fish started gagging, and he had to cough it. Then up on the sand, he puked out a prophet. No coincidence, when he finally landed, Jonah was in Nineveh just as God had commanded. Jonah preached with such fire, he ranted and raved, and in no time at all, everybody got saved. So when you're running from God, not doing his wishes, better watch out, or you'll be sleeping with fishes. There's more to the story, but I really don't need it. If you want to know how it ends, you just have to read it. Well, if you don't like my song, and you think that it's scrap, next time ask Pastor Betsy, because you know she don't rap.